I'm out on the trail, and I'm here with Quadzilla and the rest of the people he's hiking with. Maybe y'all will all introduce yourselves. Start with you.
I'm Dare. I'm 60.
I'm Pyro.
Alright.
Quadzilla.
Okay, I got some questions for you, and I got some questions for all y'all too. Alright. How hard was becoming a triple crowner in 1 year?
It was pretty challenging because that meant, so I had to average about a marathon a day for 290 days. So it took about 1 day off every 30 days. Otherwise, every other day you're hiking from sunrise until dark, 14 to 16 hours a day. And that's probably the hardest part is you just have to keep going. You can't take a day off. So imagine that for 9.5 months.
How do those trails compare to each other?
So the one we're on now, the Appalachian Trail, has the most up and down, most elevation, the steepest. Pacific Crest Trail, it's a lot more gentle, but there's deserts, so you have to carry sometimes 6 liters of water and go 20 miles. And at one point, 60 Cent was about to drink his own pee. That's a true story on that trail.
I saved it. I did not drink it, but I did pee into a bottle. Yeah.
It was dark. Very little.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Waste not, want not.
And how much did all that cost?
That year, it was probably about $1,500 a month. So whatever that is times 9.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you had to save up a little bit to do that.
That mostly food, lodging.
Food, in town I'd eat at a restaurant. I'd get 2 meals at every restaurant, something like that, and then you have to fly across the country a couple times.
Yeah.
So that all really adds up.
And, so now you're doing a budget hike across the Appalachian Trail. Doing what, $1,000 trying to for the whole trail?
$1,000.
How's that gear holding up right now?
So that gear, I bought it mostly from AliExpress. So it's a lot of kind of knockoff gear. It was actually holding it pretty good. So it was about $400 for 10 pounds. Basically, it's pretty light for all of my stuff. And all the gear, nothing is broken yet. I haven't got wet in my tent. So it's all good.
Is there any of this stuff that you might replace the stuff that you normally use, or no, not really?
I really like the pot that I have. So it's nice and wide, and it has, it can contain a lot of things. So you can't mess up a pot, very well. The pack is actually is a really nice pack. I like the tent. All of it is good. So yeah, I think it's all pretty good.
And you got any advice for people who are getting into thru-hiking, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, my advice would be train as much as you can. So I think a lot of people will tell you, oh, I just got on trail and I'm fine and I didn't prepare, didn't train. But most of the people that did that will have quit the trail in the first month and then they never talk about it again, right? So you're only hearing from the very few people who succeeded. So if you want to succeed, get in shape, train and hike with your pack and, prepare.
And who gave you the trail name Quadzilla?
It was some girl at Ice Spring Shelter in the Smoky Mountains.
Oh, okay. And also on your website that you got, couchthetrail.com or whatever it was called, I forgot already.
Yeah, you did your research.
Yeah, I didn't know how else was I supposed to get questions for you. And how did you mentioned that you hiked some in New Zealand. How do those trails compare to the ones here?
So New Zealand trails are a lot less maintained than the trails here, because their whole island only has 4 million people, so they don't have a lot of people to do that work. So a lot of the trails is just, they kind of told you, okay, go that way, and then people will make the trails themselves. So you'll be straight up and down the mountain, and there's not much, you'll get lost a lot.
Goat trails.
Yeah, goat trails, yeah, game trails. Yeah.
Alright, now I got questions for all y'all. Alright, what was y'all's hardest hike that you've done? We'll start with you and go around the table.
My hardest hike has probably been the AT. It's definitely been the biggest hike I've ever done before. So, yeah.
My hardest hike was probably the Florida Trail, and that was just because I wasn't hiking with a lot of people. So it was just just you, like just all you had was you. So it's just like a really long hike by yourself.
Just you and the gators.
You and the gators, exactly.
Sure, New Zealand was kind of challenging because there's a lot of rivers, a lot of very steep. A lot of places here you'll go up 1,000 foot on top of the mountain and come back down. But New Zealand, you go 3,000 feet nonstop and then come down.
Mine was probably also in New Zealand. There was one specific section that just steep and muddy and rocky and bad weather. And I was hiking in sandals at the time, and my feet were just sliding around from all the mud. So I took them off and was just hiking barefoot, and my feet were bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, going in the opposite direction. Now, what was your easiest hike that you've done?
Yeah. Easiest hikes that I've done. I've done like some nice easy like weekend hikes that have been a lot of fun. Probably one of my favorite was probably in the Ouachitas in Arkansas.
I don't want to say this hike's been easy, but this hike is the hike I've been most experienced for. So I've done a lot of hiking in advance. So this being like my latest hike, I think this has been my easiest hike so far.
Experience goes a long way for it.
Exactly.
I'll wait for that motorcycle to get by. Easiest hike. Probably Pacific Crest Trail in 2022 because I had already just finished the Appalachian Trail, and then so you're in shape and it's a lot less up and down, and it was good weather.
Possibly 60 and I both hiked quite a bit of the Oregon Coast Trail while we were on the Pacific Crest Trail, and that one, it's mostly either walking on beaches or walking on the highway, so we're barely going up and down, and you walk through town basically every day, so you can eat fresh fruits and vegetables and don't really have to carry any food.
Oh, cool.
And favorite hike? Mine is, I've done a video on it before, the natural water slide at Little Stony. And we'll go around the table, so starting with you.
Mine might be the Colorado Trail. It's about 500 miles, just absolutely beautiful the entire way from Denver to Durango. You definitely like stay high up, so you're at elevation, but it's not a lot of ups and downs, and it's just really, really pretty.
A lot of real nice views and everything out there, right?
Yeah, it's just like insane mountains,
Yeah.
more or less the entire time.
Yeah.
I used to tell people the Pacific Crest Trail, but now this trip, I'm enjoying this a lot with how beautiful everything is. Everything's green, everything's alive, so Appalachian.
I think my favorite hike is it's the Goat Rock section of the PCT, the ninth edge. It's about like 10 miles in Washington, and you're really high up above the mountains, and you got like Rainier's right there, one of the biggest mountain in Washington. It's really beautiful.
Okay.
For me, it's definitely been the AT so far.
Okay. The most dangerous hike that y'all have done, and we'll keep going around this one for a bit.
I don't know. Probably the desert section of the Pacific Crest Trail, just because we were there in the end of May, early July, so it'd just be very hot, and you'd have to be carrying water for 20, 25 miles. So that's definitely where, if you make a mistake and you're trying to depend on a water source and it ends up being dry, or you're hiking in the middle of the day when it's really hot and don't have enough water, you can get dangerously dehydrated really fast.
For me, it's probably on the Continental Divide Trail in 2018. So we were in Colorado, about 12,000 feet going through the San Juans, and it was 4 days of freezing rain nonstop. So everything got soaked, and you couldn't get dry, you couldn't get warm, and we were all mildly hypothermic through that whole stage, and it was not fun.
I'd probably have to say some of the roadblocks on the Florida Trail. You'd be like hiking down a highway, and it's got like big semis just blaring right past you, and you're doing that for 40 miles at a time. So, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't think I've really done any super dangerous hiking necessarily. So.
Hiking with us.
Yeah,
It's sketchy. Yeah.
maybe hiking with quads would be my most dangerous hike.
And favorite hostel? Whoever wants to start can.
Our Boots Off is pretty nice.
Yeah, that is also my favorite.
That was great. I really like Laughing Heart also. Down in Hot Springs. It's super nice. It's just right on the trail there. And the guy who was working there was great, although he actually quit and he's now just hiking there too. So.
Well, there's the Woods Hole coming up in Virginia. That's a really cool hostel. That's one worth visiting.
Yeah, Laughing Heart's been really cool. Boots off.
Yeah, I would say Boots
Yeah.
Off is probably my favorite.
And,
Y'all got a lot to go though.
Yeah.
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 last
But hey,
question.
Jim's doing good work up here.
Yeah.
And then last question for y'all: what's your favorite piece of hiking gear?
Mine's my camera. I like being able to capture everything and share it with people.
I mean, I don't know if it's hiking gear, but just having earbuds. I really like listening to music or podcasts or audiobooks. I don't like being alone in nature. I hate the sounds of nature.
I'd have to say the Far Out app. So like the map being on our phone and just knowing where your water's at, where the next town is at, it makes it very easy and convenient. Yeah.
Mine's probably my pillow.
What kind of pillow do you have?
It's just like an inflatable pillow. I don't
Okay.
know.
I was about to say, give him a shout out, man.
Yeah, I really like my pillow.
All right. Oh,
What's your favorite piece of gear, Odin?
probably my backpack that I got sent to me from Osprey. Got a
right.
video on that if you want to go check it out.
Okay.
My first ever videos. Alright, that's all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and while you're at it, go ahead and share the video. See you on the trail.